Everyone, back for another review. This time we're going to 2017. This is another movie I've owned for a little bit. I've owned it for about a year now, and I still haven't seen it until today. And it's a sequel to a movie that's 20 years old that I don't think anyone asked for, but we got it anyway. So let's go for T2, Trainspotting. Okay, let's start this off the bat. What a terrible name for the movie. I'm sorry, you could have just called it Trainspotting 2. There was no reason to add T2 to it. As soon as you hear T2, you're thinking of Terminator 2 Judgment Day. You're not thinking of Trainspotting Part 2. With that out the way, how does the movie go? Well, it takes place 20 years after the original movie. This will include spoilers to the first Trainspotting, so if you didn't see that, stop now, watch that one, come back. This is a sequel to Trainspotting 1, obviously. It takes place exactly 20 years afterwards. And Mark, played by Ewan McGregor, comes back to town to see his friends and to square off things. Now, he doesn't go exactly out of the kindness of his heart. It's because he suffered some loss. He suffered an injury, and he's going back to make peace with the only people that he knew. So he's going back and he's going to meet Sick Boy, Spud, and Darby, the four friends from the original movie. And he's going to catch up with his friends, see what's going along the way, and see how he can atone for what he did in the first movie. This movie is a sequel I don't think anyone really wanted or asked for. And I'm not gonna lie, after seeing it, it's an okay movie. It has some interesting moments. It definitely didn't go the way I thought it was gonna go. I thought it was gonna be kind of a makeup movie, and it's not. Each character has to deal with their own difficulties after what happened in the first movie and Mark's main decision. Spud is living job to job. Sick Boy is a con artist. And Begbie's in jail. Well, we kind of always knew he was going to end up in jail after the first movie. But, yeah, and the tone seems to be a little bit weird because we see characters, other characters from the first movie. We see Mark's dad, Ewan McGregor's dad. We see the girl that he slept with who was underage in the first movie. Now she's a lawyer. And I don't know what this movie was. The movie is well acted, it's very well shot, it's very stylized, just like the first one. Danny Boyle, who directed this one, did a really good job in it. But after watching, I didn't get what the point was. Maybe that life works in a circle, I guess, I don't know. I will say there were a couple of interesting standout scenes. Like, I like the scene where Mark's character explains to Veronica, who is supposedly Sick Boy's girlfriend, but not really. I like the scene where he explains the whole slogan of, choose life, which was what opened the movie, the first movie, and closes the first movie. He does this very good speech about choose this, choose that, and how they came up with that slogan. It's a very good scene, and he actually entices Veronica, and that's what gets the wheels going in her head for most of the movie. There was another really good scene where Ewan McGregor's character Mark is speaking with Sick Boy when they visit Tommy's grave, Tommy from the first movie, and Sick Boy and Mark have this back and forth about, this is how you screwed up when you were using heroin, and he was like, this is what you did when you were using heroin. So it's kind of a back and forth thing saying about, who did the worst things while they were on drugs. This movie's more about the interactions of the four of them and how each one of them is either coping with the actions of the first movie or coping with what's gonna happen or what type of dynamics they have between them. Spud actually probably gets the most story arc in this, despite the fact that he goes in and out of the story. Mark's character is the conduit for the whole story because he's the jumping off point. He's the reason all these events are happening. Begbie is just being Begbie, even though they do have tonally moments to his character where you kind of feel bad for him, but at the same time he's such a prick, you never really feel that bad for him. And Sick Boy is still being the con artist he was in the first movie, but this time he's the one running a lot of the double crossing in this movie. I didn't think any of the acting was bad. I thought the acting was pretty good. I thought the stylization was good. It was kind of odd to hear everyone refer to each other as their names instead of their character names. Like a lot of the people call Spud Danny, and Begbie is Frank, Sick Boy is Simon. So it's kind of weird because no one, other than Spud, no one really called each other by their character names. So that was kind of odd. I just thought all in all the movie didn't really accomplish anything other than, let's get the band back together and shoot a video. It was okay. It's not as hard hitting as the first one. It's not even as interesting as the first one. I thought it was okay. At best, still glad to have seen it. It's nice to... I don't know if I needed to know where these characters went 20 years later, but it was a fun watch. Not all that great. If you didn't see part 1, don't watch this one in all honesty. So, if I had to give Trainspotting 2 a score, it'd probably be 6.8. It was good. It was enjoyable to watch, but it answered a lot of questions that didn't need to be answered and didn't really add anything to the characters. So... that's it for now. I have a very scathing review of High School of the Dead, the OVA, coming up later on today. But for now, that's it. Later.